You know how there are always these new products that get released and suddenly everyone's talking about them? Well, this MacBook Air with the Apple M1 chip has been all the rage lately, and I've finally got my hands on one to check it out. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. Now, let me tell you why this caught my attention. 1. I've been hearing from a lot of creators and freelancers who swear by MacBooks for their performance and reliability. 2. I'd love to see how this M1 chip stacks up against Intel processors. And 3. I'm super curious about the impact of this new chip on battery life. I mean, up to 18 hours of silence is quite a claim. I've used a lot of laptops over the years, but a fanless design is something I'd love to experience firsthand. After getting this 2020 MacBook Air with 8GB of RAM and 512GB SSD, I was pleasantly surprised by how snappy it is. I mean, navigating through apps and switching between them is just as smooth as any of my other high-end laptops. And speaking of performance, this thing doesn't even break a sweat when I'm editing videos or working on resource-intensive projects. One thing I really enjoy about this M1 chip is its ability to keep my camera sharp and clear. Apple's latest ISP has worked wonders for me. I've gotten a ton of compliments on my video quality lately. Plus, with a 13-inch screen, I don't have to worry about lugging around an unwieldy laptop. It's still the perfect size for getting work done on the go. Another perk of this MacBook Air is its Magic Keyboard. Having a backlit keyboard in low-light environments is super convenient, and the scissor mechanism under each key gives it just the right amount of click and feedback. I know some folks might be hesitant about refurbished products, but I can say I'm really impressed with this 2020 model. It looks brand new and has functioned flawlessly so far. I think some people might be worried that it'll lose resale value quickly, but refurbished Apple products tend to hold their value really well, and with a 2-year extended warranty, I'm feeling pretty protected. Let me give you the rundown on what I love about this refurbished MacBook Air. The Apple M1 chip gives it top-notch performance, which is perfect for demanding workloads like video editing. The complete silence while it's working is amazing, especially when you're in a quiet environment. And with up to 18 hours of battery life, it's easy to get through a workday, or two, depending on your needs. However, one thing that might be a drawback for some of you is that the storage isn't expandable. If you're someone who's really working with large files or needs a ton of storage space, you might find yourself running out of room quickly. Another thing worth noting is that the touch bar might take some getting used to if you're accustomed to the traditional function keys. It can be a bit finicky in terms of navigation and functionality. Overall, I'd say the 2020 MacBook Air with the Apple M1 chip is an incredible option for anyone who's looking for an ultra-reliable, top-notch laptop without breaking the bank, at least not as bad as some of the newer models from Apple. Remember, the link is in the description below if you're interested in checking out the latest price on Amazon.